So here I'm going to go through the quadrature of a rectangle. So what I've created so far is a dynamic rectangle. You can see it can change its size and shape and its area. And I left the side CD as a line, which will be helpful here. So to create the quadrature, the first thing I'm going to do is use my circle center with point and go from point D down to point B. This allows me to put point E out here as the intersection of circle D and line CD. Next thing I want is going to be a midpoint. So I'm going to come to my midpoint and I'm going to make the midpoint from E to C. And that's going to come up automatically as point F. The next thing I need from here is to make a circle starting at F and going to C, or to E, since that's the same thing. Okay, so now I have my two circles. I'm going to create a line through DB. And what I want now is the intersection point with my larger circle. And that's going to label as G. The next thing I'll do is create a circle that is from D up to G. And while I've got a lot going on there, what I'll see, if I want to, I can always right click and hide these circles so I don't get confused as to which ones I'm looking at. And what I'm going to notice is that when I put this point here, I'm now going to have the first half of my square. So if I now construct a perpendicular line through point G and a perpendicular line through point H, I just made a rectangle that is the same area as, I made a square at the same area as this rectangle. And I can check that out by actually putting the polygon here. So if I do D, H, I, G, D, come back there, and then I do the same thing, go A, B, D to C, and then finish at A. I can then scroll up here, and here's the areas of my polygon. So now, as I move it, I can see that they both have the same area.